The Truman Show. Welcome back to Real Expectations, the channel where we compare what we expect to get from a movie and what we actually got. Today, I am tackling The Truman Show. Going into this movie originally, I expected a Jim Carrey drama. I did not know what that would look like. At the time, Carrey was known for his comedy films like Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. What could this man possibly know about drama? I was not expecting a thoughtful drama that would completely change how I view Jim Carrey as an actor. He can carry a movie. My immediate reaction was not surprise because the concept was not interesting, but because Jim Carrey delivered such a restrained and believable performance. Instead of relying on exaggerated comedy like he normally does, he played Truman as a genuinely decent man whose entire world slowly begins to unravel. The biggest strength of the movie is the concept. A man unwillingly living his life, not knowing it's being televised for the whole country and world. A fascinating idea, and the film explores it in ways that are funny, emotional, and sometimes extremely uncomfortable. Jim Carrey is excellent in this movie. This was the movie that made me realize him as a comedian came second. As an actor, he could be first. Ed Harris is also outstanding as Kristoff. He is not the typical villain in this movie. He does genuinely believe he is protecting Truman, which makes the character far more interesting. The film also does deserve huge credit for how ahead of the time it was. This was long before reality television, the Kardashians and things of the sort, dominated the landscape. The Truman Show was asking questions about privacy, entertainment, and our fascination with each other and other people's lives. There is not much that does not work in this movie for me. Some viewers may find the pacing a little slower than expected, especially if you're expecting a straight comedy. The movie is far more interested in ideas and characters development than consistent laughs. A few supporting characters could have been fleshed out further, but that is a minor criticism for the movie. This is where the Truman Show really shines. I expected a comedy starring Jim Carrey. What I got was a smart, emotional drama that predicted reality television, influencer culture, and our growing tendency to turn real people into entertainment. But more importantly, it completely changed how I saw Jim Carrey as an actor. This was not just a funny performance, it was a great performance by Carrey. The Truman Show remains one of the most relevant films of the last few decades because it questions are even more important today than they were in 1998. In a world filled with reality television, social media, and influencers broadcasting everything about their lives online, the movie feels less like science fiction today and more like a warning. If you did enjoy this review, please like, Subscribe and support the channel by sharing the video with someone who loves movies. This channel is a safe haven for honest movie discussions, where the goal is not to tear movies down or pretend every movie is a masterpiece. It is simply to talk about what worked, what did not, and whether a movie lived up to my or your expectations. And until next time, keep your expectations realistic and your mind open, and you might just like the movie you're watching. Sometimes the movie you expect the least from ends up surprising you the most.